Welcome back to Bowling Green, Kentucky. I'm Betsy Ann Tracy and I'm going to show you guys my cheese ball recipe. I like to call it Not Your Mama's Cheese Ball. Now you're probably looking at the cheese ball that I have front and center and thinking, Betsy, that looks just like my mom's cheese ball. But I promise that the inside of this cheese ball has a unique combination that is really going to wow your taste buds and is going to surprise you even after you see the lovely ingredients that go in. So let's get going. First, I'm going to use about 1/4 cup of chopped roasted red peppers. I just bought them in the jar, drained them a little bit, and then chopped them up. 1/4 cup. Then I'm going to use 1/4 cup of Spanish olives. You know, those little green olives, really salty, really tasty. And I've just chopped those up really nicely. Then I'm going to use about a little bit over 1/4 cup, about 2 stalks of green onions with the tops. Pour those in. Then I am going to add 1/2 cup of salami. That's right, salami. And I like to buy just the deli, the real thin sliced salami, okay? And chop that up. Never heard of salami in a cheese ball, have you? So then we are going to add 1/2 cup of shredded Parmesan cheese. Yum. Can never have enough cheese. Then I'm going to do a dash of garlic salt and a dash of cracked pepper. Okay, and I like to go ahead and stir these ingredients up a little bit before I add my cream cheese, because if you don't, then you get your cream cheese working in and you've got all salami on one side and all green onions on the other. So get all that nice and stirred up really easy. Now I am going to add 1 package of Philadelphia cream cheese. And I'm just going to work this in. Now this might take a little bit. Usually I like to use my hands, but so I didn't have to edit the video, I figured, you know, I think I can make this work with a spoon. Alright, now when I'm making a cheese ball, I like to use the reduced fat cream cheese. And the reason why I use the reduced fat is because it's softer, okay? It's easier to work with. And so when you're trying to get those ingredients throughout the cheese ball, this just makes it easier to work with versus buying the whole fat, you know, just the regular bar package of cream cheese. And you're probably thinking, you're right, Betsy, this is definitely not my mother's cheese ball. I've never seen such ingredients. And how I came up with this recipe is I created a pasta salad dish that had salami, roasted red peppers, green olives, green onions, and I love the combination so much that I thought, I wonder what that would taste like with cream cheese. Kind of like I think about everything. And it turned out awesome. Okay? And this is something you have to try. Even people that I've told about this recipe kind of look at me with a weird face, but when they try it, you prove them wrong. They will love it. Okay. So, now I've got all my ingredients mixed really well. You can kind of see that. Nice, okay. Now I'm going to show you a little trick that my mom always used for her cheese ball recipe. Okay. You just need a regular bowl. And you notice I've got a regular, I like to call them cereal bowls. And I'm just taking a piece of saran wrap and just kind of push that down in there a little bit like so. Okay. Then I'm going to take my cheese ball mixture and I'm going to put that down in there. Let me get the rest of it. I don't want to miss any of this good stuff. Okay. See how I've done that? Now I'm going to take another piece of plastic wrap. Put it on top. And this bowl's a little large for this. A lot of times when I make cheese balls, I tend to make rather large. I usually have to double the recipe because they usually go over pretty well. So this bowl's a little large for this bit of work. So I'm just pressing that cheese ball down, and what I'm doing is I'm just molding. You can see how I've pressed that down with that top piece of plastic wrap. Just pressed it down in there to where it molds really nicely. Pull that top piece back off. Put that to the side. Throw a plate over top. Hold your plastic wrap, and look at there. Okay, almost got him off the side. but you're just gonna see, I got the edges a little bit, but look how nice. Okay, check that out. You've got a nice little round shape ready to serve, okay? And the last thing you want to do is just take your favorite chopped nut, pecans, walnuts, almonds, whatever you want to use, and just pat those on the outside. And you can tell I've done that like so with this cheese ball here. I usually use walnuts for this recipe, but I had some pecans on hand and this worked perfectly. Now, instead of serving this with your typical cracker, I like to eat this with pita chips, okay? Because I think they're super yummy, and it kind of goes with the roasted red pepper and the olives. Look how nice. Check that out. Pretty color. Yum. I can't wait to try a bite. Such good stuff. Falling apart. So good. You're going to love this. So, whip this up. Take this to your next party. I promise you're going to get rave reviews, and you're probably going to hear, this tastes nothing like my mama's cheese ball. It's better. Hope you enjoy.